Welcome to Module 3.7, the top 10 topics for Q&A, and this comes from the Interreg Italia Malta INO programme, materials developed here at the Centre for Entrepreneurship and Business Incubation at the University of Malta. Key concept 1, the 5 key stages. The sales process can be broken down into 5 stages with respect to the customer. 1, notice. 2, like. 3, want. 4, need. And 5, buy. Although popular nowadays due to social media, remember that like is a long way from buy. Key concept 2, the 3 B's. These are the people involved in the purchasing sequence. Your customers. Brokers are those people that form part of the channel partners who bridge the gap between the enterprise that you own and your customers. So those could be people such as wholesalers. Buyers are the people or organisations that actually pay for the product or service. Beneficiaries are the end users who benefit from the product or service. Of course, the buyer and the beneficiary may be one and the same person. Key concept 3, market research. This may be defined as the collection and evaluation of information about the marketing and purchasing of a product. There are many reasons to do market research, but we may summarise those reasons in just 3 categories. 1, reducing the risk for the business. 2, increasing sales. Or 3, in order to develop a product range. Key concept 4, types of market research. Preliminary market research is also known as desk research or secondary market research. And this term distinguishes it from primary market research that involves gathering information from potential customers. It can be said that primary market research data come from potential customers, while secondary market research data come from everywhere else, particularly research done these days using the internet. Key concept 5, reducing risk. You may have what you believe to be the most wonderful product in the world, and it may well be just that. But if nobody wants to buy it, then you certainly don't have a viable business idea. In order to test the water, it's sensible to undertake market research before starting a business to answer that question about whether your product will sell. And importantly, will you be able to make sufficient sales to generate a profit? Key concept 6, sales predictions. We want you to focus on market research that will help you to make sales predictions. What you'll need to confirm when you write your business plan is that your business income will exceed your business expenses. If it doesn't, then ultimately this means that you won't be able to continue because you'll exhaust your supply of cash. It's relatively easy to be quite accurate about expenses, but projecting sales is at best an informed estimate and at worst just a wishful guess, hence the need for market research. Key concept 7, the 4 P's, well actually 5. Product, offering the right service or product for your market. Price, selling for an amount perceived to represent good value by your customer. Place, distributing your product to a place where customers can buy it. Physical location or of course online. Promotion, presenting your product in the right way to attract your target customers. And people, remember that you're always dealing with people in business. Key concept 8, collecting market data. Beware of bias in samples. This is not something that you can deliberately fall into a trap of. Sometimes it just happens in terms of how you undertake a sample. For example, asking people outside a church may yield different answers to the same questions compared to asking people standing outside of a wine bar. Not better or worse, just different. According to your product or service, the list of questions for each person will differ. Overall, we always recommend that you try and collect a minimum of 1,000 data points in any survey. That could be 10 questions from 100 people or 20 questions from 50 people. Obviously, the more data, the better, but remember you've got to balance the need to analyse those data and from that come to some sensible conclusions. Key concept 9, the SWOT analysis. SWOT standing for strengths, weaknesses, opportunities and threats. Strengths are positive, tangible and intangible attributes, internal and within the organisation's control. Weaknesses are negative internal factors that impact the ability of an organisation to meet its business goals. Opportunities are future external factors that offer the potential for the business to develop, and threats are external factors that could place the business at future risk. Remember, it's useful to prepare a risk management strategy if you identify those. Key concept 10, USP and key messages. The USP, or unique selling proposition, forms the basis of the key messages that you need to develop. Solving problems. Remember to focus on benefits, not features, and that your product or service needs to solve a problem for customers. Identify the differentiators. What makes your solution better than the competition? Don't confuse the issue with too many points. We usually think 5 key points are enough. You'll need a series of different key messages directed at the various parties in the sales sequence, different messages for wholesalers, retailers and customers, but there will be key messages common to all, and from those you can define the public statement. That's something that you may wish to have on the very first page of your website. So in the lecture, here's where we ask for any questions, but for now, let me simply say thank you for watching the video.